Okay, my goodness. We got so distracted.
Extension of Sunday class.
Yeah. But on a different topic, we're gonna do part 4. We're gonna do a quick review. Just a quick review. Yeah, chapter 4, just a quick review. Then we're gonna go right to 5. If you look with me on the prepositions, it's just a quick review. With the mem, right? We have me and me. Me and me. And remember we went over me is always going to come before these words that begin with these letters in the Hebrew. Aleph, Ain, Chet, Hey, and Resh, right? Me Anglia, me Argentina, right? Me Haifa, you know, things like this. So, me Russia, if it's a Resh, right? Russia is Russia. Me Russia. So it will be me. Now, we move on to the Targil. We're going to do 11 and 12 together, ladies. Let's look at 11 real quick. And Amy, let's start you off with... oh, I'm sorry. Let me stay. I'm sorry.
Okay, which one? Sorry.
So number 1 on page 41.
41? Okay.
Yeah. So it's me.
Okay,
You see? Yeah?
Yeah. So for the first link, it would be me, because the word that's next to it starts with an alpha.
It's me or me?
Me? I have me, that's what I put it down.
Remember, me with the tzere, the 2 dots that make the S sound, that is what's going to be before the letters with Aleph, Ain, Chet, Hey, and Resh. See up here I have?
It's my tongue.
So it would be me. Me Argentina.
Then I pronounced it wrong.
Ain ba ya. That's why we're doing
So
Chazara.
you said it's my
Me Argentina.
Okay.
And what do you think Argentina is?
Argentina.
Argentina.
Okay.
Okay.
And then for the next one, it looks like there's a bet. So then that would be me. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Okay, me.
Okay. Now number 2.
At least the bottom part of number 1 still.
Oh, slicha. Thank you.
And then it looks like because I think I got it mixed around. Since it looks like is it pe? Is that what that letter is?
It is actually a kof.
Kof, sorry.
Yeah.
Kof, it would still be me.
Me Canada. Yeah. Now number 2, Marie, bevakasha.
I'm lost.
So number 2 on page 41.
Yeah.
So it's me'ain hatalmidot. Where are the students from? And we know it's girl students, right, Marie? Because it has ot at the end. And then it says Ruti. Now it's going to break down where each specific girl student is from. What country? So it says Ruti blank Hodu, which is India. So Hodu. So we see that it's a hey. The country starts with a hey, though, Marie. And look, it's on the board that if it starts with that hey, then it can't be me. It has to be what? Me. Me Hodu. Ooh, and I actually did this one already too and didn't realize it. So it says on the next part, it says Hana blank Russia. Is it me or me?
Me.
It's me? Me. Right? Because see, it's right here. So me plus Aleph, Ain, Chet, Hey, and Resh. Me Russia.
Down the road.
Yeah. And also, all the way at the top of your page, on page 41, it also gives you the outline too.
Mm-hmm.
You have the me plus Aleph, Ain, Chet, Hey, and Resh. And then it gives you the beautiful examples of when to use it with countries, right?
Oh, okay.
So, me Anglia, me Akko, me Haifa, me Honduras, and me Romania.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. Thank you.
So, it says Iris blank Bulgaria.
So that would be me.
Me, nachon.
Is this for number 2?
Yes, it's a long one.
And then the next one is going to be me as well.
Me, nachon.
And then
Me,
the next
Natanya.
one will be me.
Me America. There are no cats in America. What movie is that from? It's done by a Jewish director, Steven Spielberg.
American folk,
Somebody Goes West.
American Bible.
Bible Goes West. Yeah.
I've never
I'm sorry, sharing a childhood memory there. Okay. All right. Chevre, now we're going to go to page 42 for
Okay.
exercise 12. And again, I apologize for being such a distraction with what we talked about today, ladies. It wasn't fair to you.
I think we were distracting you too. I
Well,
think it's our fault.
It's the question.
It's the questions. We get
I felt
distracted.
bad. I was like, I asked too many questions. I talked too much.
No, it's okay.
You're
Zebby said it.
fine.
Zebby said it. No worries. Everything's from Shemaim. Everything's from heaven. Translate the following sentences into Hebrew, bearing in mind the two forms of vocalization of the preposition mem. Meaning, for instance, when we say, where are you from? So we know me'ain is where are you from, but here it's female singular. So tell me, Marie, is it me'ain ata or me'ain at? If I'm asking it second person. And the second person is supposed to be a female. Is it ata or at? At. Nachon? So if I tell you, we'll play it out, Marie, real quick. And if I say, me'ain at, and I'm asking you this, me'ain at, and then of course, you see it where it says I am from Tel Aviv. So for I, what would you say in Hebrew? Ani. Ani mi Tel Aviv. Ani mi Tel Aviv. Nachon? Because the preposition mim means from.
Oh, yes.
Yeah? And you're telling me where you're from. Oh, this is a good one for Amy. Tel Aviv. Mi Tel Aviv. Nachon. Why? Because Tel Aviv starts with a tav. I think it's tav, yeah? So, Tel Aviv. Okay? And then it says, are they, now Amy, this is for you, number 2 on the Targil.
Okay.
Are they also from London? No, they are from New York, right?
York.
New York.
Okay, so it'd be hem, ga, me, London, lo, hem. Let me make sure I wrote this right when I did this earlier. I think it would be me, New York.
Me New York. Nachon. Kol hakavod. That is the review on page 42. Ladies, on the bottom, just a quick glance there. When we see bet plus hey equals bet with the patach underneath it, meaning ba, and it means in the, right?
Okay.
Now, if you look with me, here it says very important. A name or a person or a place does not get a definite article in front of it. A name of a person or a place does not get a definite article in front of it. And that definite article is usually going to be what? The hey, yeah? Our hey is a definite article, meaning the. Now, if I want to say I saw Amy yesterday, I will say etmol ra'iti et Amy. I don't say et ha Amy. I say et Amy. With the aleph and tav, with the et, the famous et, that kind of acts as a chetz in Hebrew, which means an arrow, like it's pointing. Et is like that. Like et, think is et like a chetz. A chetz is a pointer. It's an arrow.
But you can say et ha for like objects.
Yes.
Places.
Bidyuk.
Can you do for like places? I can't remember places if it's the same.
Well, like it says here, right? So it says
it
a
says
name
or
of a
place,
a
yeah.
person or place, right?
So personal
Place
pronouns.
does not get the definite article in front of it.
So no to personal pronouns.
So in like for instance, so here we have Tel Aviv, Italia, right? In Tel Aviv in Italy. And then it says underneath that, it says Efo Rina Vidani. Hem Babait Im Ha Ha Verim. Now the friends did get a definite article of the friends, right? Because it's their friends. Specifically their friends. And then whenever you read below that, Atem ba'autobus ken anachnu batiul shel hauniversita beHaifa. Yeah? Are you on a trip? Yeah, we're on a trip to Haifa, right? So, and yes.
Wouldn't that also kind of be considered like a place? University of Haifa? Wouldn't that also like you wouldn't want to use at that point?
Yeah, it'd just be ha. Universita beHaifa. Shel HaUniversity. Of the University of Haifa. Because here you have Shel Ha. Very famous. Shel Ha. The Shin and the Lamed means of, and then the Hey, the. Of the. University of Haifa. Right? Chevre, mamash, Safa Ivrit is kasha. It is a difficult language. I'm not going to lie to you about it. Okay? But if you continue to practice it, and you continue to use it in a way where you're expanding your learning by learning how to read a Siddur, taking a little time for your own personal time, learn to read a little bit the Chumash, it'll be more meaningful to you. Also, the language connects you to the culture, right? And you just have to keep practicing until it clicks, like a young child will do. You learn with a child. And I know it's hard as we get older because we're fully grown, and it's very difficult. But let's all just quickly remember the story of Rabbi Akiva, the famous story who became one of the greatest rabbis ever, who was a 40-year-old ignoramus who did not know hardly anything. There was a Jewish woman who saw a lot of potential in him. Her name was Rachel, and she was very rich. Her father was very wealthy. And she saw, though, that there was something in his personality that could be great, right? Sometimes women have this, have that ability to see something in a man. And she gave up all of her wealth and sacrificed for him. And he went and learned Torah, and he became one of the greatest sages. He learned the alphabet from little children, right? So you can extrapolate from that story, understand it takes time, but it will click, right? And the thing is, speak. Like when you heard me speaking to Marie, right, in Hebrew, you can get there. You can have a sikha like that with someone and speak with them.
I honestly find it easier sometimes to just listen in on conversations and try and pick up the words.
Beta.
And that's what I've been doing a lot of the times when I hang out with the Israelis is I try and listen and see. I'm like, okay, I know what that
Push your
means.
ear. Push the ear.
I'm like, they don't think I'm eavesdropping, but I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, I heard that. Shamati
I'm
et zeh.
like, okay, so you have that to say. I'm like, I know what that means.
Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. So that's good stuff. Now,
Are we
ladies,
still on chapter 4, sorry.
we're on 4,
Okay.
but so let's go to page 44.
Okay.
Let's go to 44, and we're going to do a couple examples there. Okay, I'll do the first one just to loosen this up here. But here we have efo is where, and then be. Now this is something, chevre, we're using where is something all the time. You know how many times I ask my wife where something's at, and it's always in front of my face, right? So, efo maftechot sheli, where are my keys at? Efo mishkafayim sheli, like where are my glasses, right? Where are my glasses at?
So if ata is where you.
Where are you? So
And
there
then-
you go.
And then it says ani be London.
Ani be London.
And that's I'm in London.
I'm in London. Now do the next one too. Go ahead, Amy.
Okay, I'm trying to cover up the English. Hi, Anaknu, or wait.
It's going to be he. I know it looks like hi.
He, sorry.
Yeah.
He is no, it's not Anaknu. It's Akshav.
Akshav.
Akshav be Tel Aviv Vihem.
Vehem.
Akshav be Tayol. I don't know what that means.
Betiul.
Betiul be America. What is
Be
Betiul?
America.
What's Betiul?
Trip. A tiul
Okay.
is a
I'm
trip.
I'm gonna take a guess here. So she, and isn't Akshav, is that friend?
Akshav is now.
That's why I look familiar. Now
Yeah.
she now is in Tel Aviv, and they are now on a trip.
On a
Or
trip.
In a trip. On
Yeah,
a trip.
on a trip
In America.
in America. Remember, is and a are implied in Hebrew. It's just implied. Okay? Now, Bavakasha, Marie, do the next two.
Yefo atem anaknu kashav be'otobos be'chefa
Bechefa.
be'chefa.
Yeah?
Where are you? We are on a bus in Haifa. What's
It-
Haifa?
Haifa is a port city in Israel.
Oh, that's
Yeah?
nice.
Very famous for the fish. They have a very beautiful fish market there. And
Yeah.
And so, but notice there the last two words that you read, Marie. You have be'otobus, be'chefa. Those two prefixes, bet. On the bus, and one means on the bus. The first bet means on the bus. The second bet means in. Haifa. In Haifa. Okay? Vakasha, tamshichi. Continue.
Yefo, Hayel, Ladim,
Mm-hmm.
He, Be, Ile,
Elat.
Ilat, Im, Emma, Be, Abba. Aw, mommy and daddy, I knew that one.
You knew that one? See, look.
Where
But-
are
yeah.
the children?
Mhm.
They are in Ilat
Elat.
with mommy and daddy.
Yeah, Elat is a very famous place people like to go because they do like mud baths and stuff there, like for tourists. It's like it's like a tourist city. So, oh, you know what? Go ahead. She did 3. Do the last one for us, Marie. Bavakasha.
Yefo, Ruti,
Mm-hmm.
Chai,
He,
He, Betio, Be, Euro,
Europa. Mm-hmm.
Im, David.
David, yeah. You sound like Ashkenazi there. David. No, ain't by ya.
Where is Ruti? She's on a trip in Europe with David.
With David. You see the famous im, right? Ein and mim sofit, right? If you're with somebody, if I'm talking to Amush and I say, Amy, efuat, Amy could say, Ani bemisada yummy. Im Marie.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Marie, efuat. Marie gonna say, Ani bemisada yummy. Im Amush. Right? I'm with Amy. Right? Okay. Yofi. Now, Chevre, let's do
45?
let's do 45 for the translation. A couple. Just do a couple. Because lesson 5 is really small.
Okay.
So translate the following sentences into Hebrew. Now, Amy Vakasha. Just take your time, right? You know the pronouns. We've done pronouns. He and who, right? No, okay, so
Okay. So where is he? Efo who?
mm-hmm.
He is on the bus with Ruti. Who baha autobus
Be'autobus.
im Ruti.
Imruti. Kol hakavod. Kol hakavod. Who be'autobus imruti.
Yeah. Would it be biha autobus or
Just be'autobus.
okay.
Be'autobus.
Even if it says the though, it says the bus.
Yeah. It just you can ba'autobus. Yeah. Let me see.
Or would it be
Let me
beha autobus?
see. Yeah, you're right. Ba'autobus. Nachon. On the bus. Nachon.
So would it be beha autobus?
No, because remember our rule for the bet is, where's it at? I had it up here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, here. So the bet and hay, when they're combined, becomes ba. So you don't. So the hay gets absorbed. The hay is like a transformer. It turns into the patach, right?
So it is like just like it combines.
It combines. So bet and hay becomes ba. So ba autobus. Ba autobus.
Gotcha.
Okay? So ba'autobus im ruti. Nachon. At tzodechet Emush. You were correct.
Okay.
Now, Marie, bavakasha, biyachad, together, right? So read number 2 in the English and let's figure it out how to do it in Hebrew.
Where are the children? They are in the trip now. Yefo, Hayelaim.
Mm-hmm. So for they, I'll give you 2 choices. Okay? You said Yeladim, which tells me that it's a mixture. It's either all boys or it's got at least one boy in there because it's Yeladim. It's not Yeladot.
Yeah.
So you have to say now either Ham or Han.
Ham,
Ham,
Betaya,
Tiul.
Tiyu, Ahora.
Ahora!
How
Ahora!
do you say now again?
Achshav.
Aksha.
Achshav.
I knew. I was like, I know it's right.
חילופי השפות. Exchanging of languages. It's beautiful to do that. Yeah. Okay. Now I just want to make sure, ladies, that we end here. We've gotten a little over 20 minutes in. We want to at least get 30 minutes in here. I want you to walk away with something.
So chapter 5.
Chapter 5. It's like mamash, like nothing.
That is not chapter 5.
Yeah. Shlosha dapim. 3 pages.
Oh, it's out. That's fine.
And I gave you also chapter 6 too, right, Amos?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
You gave me all of them.
Okay, good. Baruch Hashem. Because chapter 6, we're going to definitely do on our Zoom class on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay? Doing Zoom. Yeah, because that's to make up for last week on Thursday. And Marie, Todalach, Bemet, I'm glad you recommended that you were going to be the only one and the girls weren't going to be here, because I took it as an opportunity, I'm telling you, and I'm saying it here on camera, but like, it's been nonstop long. So I did take advantage of the opportunity and rested a little bit. I ain't going to lie, girls. I'm not going to lie to you. So thank you. I appreciate it. Anyways.
If you ever you want to do it on Zoom, just let us know.
Yeah, Michal asked me, Michali asked me from time to time, maybe ask if you guys wouldn't mind it. I know Tal, and he's right. I agree with him. It's good to do it in person. I prefer it. It's better person. But yeah, but even he said, from time to time, it's understandable that you want to do a Zoom class. You know what I mean?
Sometimes on a Monday would be great to not have to come all the way out here. Because I drive a lot on Mondays. I go from work, and then I come straight here, and then I go straight over towards Castle Hill area.
I got it. I wouldn't say every Monday, but let's look at maybe trying to do it at least maybe once a month or something like that. To start off, you know what I mean? I really hope, Bezrat Hashem, ladies, and say it tefillah, say a prayer that we should really build up a lot more students in our class and stuff like that, because this is what I really love doing, and I wish I had more time to dedicate my life to this. Remember we talked about earlier about the Haredi approach and stuff, and about a job is just a means to an end. The main thing is Torah learning. So now that I just recently got my rabbinical ordination, I've always wanted to be able to spend more time to study on the text and be able to give over to the community, whether Jewish or non-Jewish, in order to show how beautiful the Torah is, and so that's kind of
If
what.
you build it, they will come.
Nachon, Kevin Costner.
I was gonna say, with the UTSA probably starting back up soon, maybe the word could be spread around. Because isn't there a thing here for the college students?
Rabbi Tal does a student night,
Because
and
that would be good to start advertising to them to
Yes.
get them to come here.
yeah, because that's how we got Bat Sheva. We got Eric Lane.
Yeah, is he still coming?
No, he is working on his PhD,
Oh,
and
completely get that.
yeah, he's and so is Bat Sheva.
Yeah, I knew that.
She's so they're so busy,
Yeah.
But I missed him. And then Cameron and Tehila. I don't know if you remember Cameron and Tehila, the married couple.
Yeah.
Lovely people.
Yeah.
Very lovely people. They are going through the process. They just got accepted, Baruch Hashem, into the process through the CRC, and so they're going to be doing for a gerut, for conversion.
Oh,
So they are going to be doing that, and hopefully Bezrat Hashem, they'll be done within a year, and they want to come back and do Hebrew and stuff like that. So
Has
yeah.
Dara come back yet? I know she was taking classes. Dara, she was in classes.
Yeah, she was in Israel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss her too, man. I don't know. You know what? She told me something. She has to go, I think, her family. She has to be with her mom. Something's going on. She has to help her family and doing school. And she's busy with Hillel. She's the president of Hillel at UTSA.
Wow.
So she's Asuka. She's busy. Not like the lady from Kubu who said, Asuka! No, but it's... I forgot her name. But she says, you know what I'm talking about? She's a good singer. She's amazing. Asuka.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. My father-in-law, blessed memory. He loved the dance. He loved music, and salsa. My mother-in-law, they do the salsa classes, and stuff together, and very 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 lovely human beings. I really wish I could have cultivated even a deeper relationship with him. But Chevre, bakasha, let's finish up strong here. So. There is, at the top, lemala aladab, it says there is and there is not. Nachon, yesh and ein. Very important to remember. You can immediately start using this word, especially you, Marie, whenever Malachi says, Mom, we have any ice cream? Just say, if you do, yesh, there is. Start using it. Yesh. If he says, Mom, is there ice cream? Ein. And if you want to know what ice cream is, it's glida. So now you got two words you can already start using right away with him. He says, Ima, is there ice cream? Tell him in Hebrew. Yesh glida. There is ice cream. If there's no ice cream, ein glida.
How come you wouldn't just say lo or nachon?
Because the syntax of that sentence in Hebrew is not correct.
Not correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
Can't be simple.
No.
Marie, what are you talking about?
Marie, come on now, Marie. You think we're just going to give it to you free? Come on. Jews don't do this. Yeah, we gotta push it to the limits.
But couldn't yesh also translate to like I have, or is that?
Yesh li.
So now, see, yeah.
Yesh lach bakbuk mayim. Yesh la, Emush, yesh la bakbuk mayim. Yesh la. Yesh lach. Yesh lach. Lamed and chaf sofit. Lach. Yesh lach. If you want to say, I have a bakbuk Coca-Cola, you say yesh lecha. Yesh lecha.
Yesh lacha.
Yesh not lacha. Yesh lecha.
Lecha.
Yeah. Yesh lecha. And hit it with the cha.
Lecha.
Boom. So yesh lecha.
I feel like the way to get myself to keep myself is to
No, you have to
my
practice.
eyebrow.
Chevre, I'm not joking. Some people practice in the Hebrew. They practice in front of the mirror. They practice those things. They gargle salt water and all kinds of stuff just to get that right?
Do you know any speech therapists that specialize in Hebrew? Because I wonder what cues they have to work on certain sounds.
I had the most amazing Hebrew teacher during the summer, and is Israelite. Korim la Noya Maxima Mora Maxima. She was the best. The only reason I wanted to do 2 sessions with her, I can only afford to do 1. I'm going to go back to her though later once, God willing, I make some more money, because I'm always looking to improve my Hebrew too. Not just settling on just this. Nachon?
We're always continuing to grow.
Nachon. Learning never stop, right? That's how come the rabbis, even Rabbi Talis said, even after getting the smicha, it doesn't mean you're done. You kidding me? You're just beginning to learn. You're just beginning to understand things. And by the way, I want to thank you all that coming to the classes, the Bet Midrash classes, because it really gives me an opportunity to study and put together the Torah for us to learn together and be together to learn. It's really nice. I really appreciate it. Appreciate that. So there is. By the way, yesh is also slang. If your team scores a touchdown or basketball and stuff and they win, yesh. Yesh, yeah,
So is it
yeah, yesh, yeah, yesh. And so let's. Oh, look at this! I didn't even know this. I just said this, Marie, and look at this.
Yeah, I saw that.
Boom, Marie.
We just ate ice cream.
Hashgacha pratit. It's divine providence. So, bavakasha. Start us off, since it started off with the ice cream, Marie. Marie, first do me a favor and read the English there where it says, since there is no present tense, and then do the first 2 in the Hebrew there for me.
There is ice cream at home.
No, neshama. The English instruction where it says, since there is no present tense.
I'm sorry. Since there is no present tense of the verb to be in Hebrew, we use this form only in the present tense for saying there is, there are, both singular and plural.
And notice it says positive is yesh.
Yes.
That's the way to think about it. If it's positive, yesh. If it's negative, ain. Ain. So if Amush asks me, she says, yesh lecha iparon. Say it. Yesh lecha.
Yesh lecha.
Not licha. Lecha. I'm sorry, Amy. I'm being machpit because I want you to say it good, mommy. I'm not trying to be, say. Just, I'll go slow. Yesh.
Yesh.
Lecha.
Lecha.
I.
I.
Paron.
What is?
Pencil.
So it's there is.
You're asking me if I have. It's a sheila. Notice the inflection in my voice. If I'm asking Marie, yesh lach I paron.
Okay.
You hear the inflection? Yesh lach I paron.
Yeah.
You just have to hear it over and over. So you asking me again, say, yesh lecha I paron.
Yesh la ha per iperon.
Okay. So if I have it, what do I say, Amy? If I have it,
If
positive.
you have it, you should say yeshli.
Yeshli iparon.
Paroha.
Iparon. Iparon.
Iperon.
Yeah. And if I don't, Amy, what do I say?
You say ainli.
Ainli iparon. Right? Marie, tu shelach. So if you have an iparon, what do you say? Do you say yeshli iparon or ainli iparon? Yeshli iparon. If you don't have, Marie, what do you tell me? Ainli iparon. Ainli iparon. See, here's the thing. We got to get more into speaking. You understand? We got to do more speaking.
This really
Yeah.
make fun of how I speak.
Don't take nothing off of them.
I listen to the music and I watch the videos and watch the iPod, or try to repeat after it because it's just when you say it, the echoing,
Yes. Yeah, shadowing.
shadowing. It does this. When I'm alone, I do it perfect. It's just when I come around everyone else, I don't do it that well. It's amazing how that works.
I was trying to watch like kids shows in Hebrew, but I cannot find kids shows where they are dubbed in Hebrew. I tried Disney Plus; they don't have them in Hebrew. That is a good idea.
Kid shows in Hebrew? you
Because
mean?
I heard so I was watching something.
They
on
have
TikTok.
Nickelodeon shows with the Hebrew.
Write your phone number. I'll send you a bunch of them. I make
Okay.
my son watch them all the time.
Because
Yeah.
that was what this one girl was saying, that she learned like different languages by watching like kids shows that she was familiar with and like watched them in the
The language, yeah. On Nickelodeon, they have the shows on the kids' cartoon Nickelodeon. They have the Smurfs in Hebrew.
Yeah, and even like Rugrats.
They have
Rugrats, and
That
they
makes
they have
sense.
another show it's called Casa Grande on Nickelodeon. Have you ever heard of
The
this?
Big House.
No, it's intentionally called Casa Grande because the family they Latin family. Yeah, they're a Latin family. And every now and then they splice in Spanish into the Hebrew. It's a cute little cartoon.
Aw.
Yeah.
When I went on Roku, I tried
Yeah.
to find like Hebrew shows. There's a TV show on, I think it's on HBO Max. I can't remember the title of it, but the premise of the show is it like followed these adults that have like special needs. I think they're like autistic or something like that, and it like follows their life. But it's in Hebrew.
Ah.
But I was like, I think this is a little too advanced for me.
You can put the playback speed on 0.0 or 0.75 and slow it down.
Okay.
That's good enough to where it's not too clownish. Sounds silly, right? But that is a good speed. You take your time and you just listen. Listen to it again, and then stop the video. Look at certain words you might recognize. Ata, at. Oh, they said rotse. Oh, rotsa. And just start little by little catching these things. You know what I mean? And then you'll be really, really impressed, like how much you'll catch on those shows. So, yeah.
By the way, I was